Zero has like the worst combat animations of all time in that game. Or like he'll swing his saber and it's too slow and it looks like crap.
Mikey edited in a clip of it.
Yeah, I also had that one experience where I had a teenager yell at me about, why do you like X6? I'm like, god damn, this kid's coming at me! Who is he? Why does he hate me so much disliking the game?
Yeah, that game's pretty bad. One of the worst games I've ever played?
I wouldn't say that.
One of the worst games I've ever played, question mark?
X7 is pretty bad, and
X7 I've never finished. I haven't played much of it.
What's so bad about X6?
We'll find out when we play it. But,
like, Mikey, you give me mixed signals about these games. Are they good, or are these three bad?
They're all good. It's pausing for that thought.
X4 good, but unremarkable. X5 has a bunch of really dumb ideas in it that bog down an otherwise good game. And then X6 is one of the worst games ever made.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's more, you know, Ethan, how we were talking to Mikey, and Mikey says, like, oh, Resident Evil 6 is okay. It's not a good X game. While, you know, Resident Evil 6 is not a good Resident Evil game. It's kind of like that.
It's President Evil?
Yeah, President Evil.
And Resident Evil 4 is actually President's Daughter Evil?
Oh, you see, he's not currently in office right now, so it's former President Evil.
Shut up.
Depending on who you ask, he could be the current president.
Oh, Mikey. Yeah. You mean he's still the president?
Because there was election fraud that I have absolutely no evidence for.
We have to move beyond Orange Man bad humor.
Anyways,
it was actually really funny at that dinner I was at. There were some Arizona representatives and stuff like that. I got to talk to a couple of them. One of the dudes, I'm not gonna say names, but funny as shit. Dude was funny as hell. He said some pretty funny, like, he made a really...
You said some pretty funny racist jokes.
No, it was a Lauren Boebert joke.
Oh.
And I was like, oh shit, I was not expecting that coming from you.
What? Micus?
I thought it was pronounced Bobart this whole time.
I don't think she deserves the respect to have her name even corrected.
Yeah, has Alonzo been a person to be known for pronouncing things correctly?
No, yeah. He keeps saying Yakuza.
Pronunciation is hard.
Pronunciation. I could never be a pronunciation dude.
Whatever you say, AJ. Now this level.
No, okay, no, we're not. No, we're not doing that.
Can I call you Ahota?
No. No.
What is?
Can I pronounce AJ in Spanish? Is what I'm saying.
No.
Call him Zoe, like his other clique of friends were in college. They call him Zoe.
Zoe.
Yeah. Well, because they call him Zoe, and that evolved to Zoe.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm not gonna call him Zoe.
Yeah, it's whatever it is. Zoe works too.
I mean, that's how nicknames. That was awesome. You turned around and it still shot to the right. I mean, that's why we call you Mikey. It's annoying, but that's why it's endearing.
Yeah, it could be like Michael or.
Well, at least
Mike.
that's like a common nickname for someone named
Mikey?
Michael. Yes.
Is Alanzro a popular name?
Well, no, that's just some shit you came up with.
It's just a variation of it.
It's funny because I remember, like, in freshman year, we had to do that shitty English 1110 class where we read a bunch of random things and had to write essays about it. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And there was one thing we read that was about, like, the experience of a Mexican American.
Okay, guys,
person.
This is the coolest intro to a boss.
Challenging my
runs right in.
He was all right, I guess.
Michael.
And your opinion doesn't matter.
Thank you, Alonzo.
Sorry, I think I got a little aggressive there for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, what the fuck?
Because we're still not letting you talk.
No, go ahead,
no, I got
Alonzo.
used to
I'll let you
that.
kick that football.
What?
You know, the Charlie Brown football thing?
Oh, sure.
Go ahead, Alonzo. Say what you wanted to say.
What was I saying? I honestly kind of zoned out.
You were talking about how much you loved the intro to this boss.
Yeah, just him running in to basically kind of start the fight.
Just him running in to basically start the fight.
Well, yeah, like a lot of different bosses, they kind of just like pop in or something like that. But there's presentation. A lot about this game, what I really like is the presentation
They
for the game and everything like that is really cool.
Alonzo, I can't wait for you to see some of the edits I made to the Super Mario Brothers playthrough.
Really?
Oh, some of it's funny as shit, dude. That's what I was laughing at when I was...
What did I just say, Ethan? Just a question. Did you listen to what the fuck I just said? Besides, because your idea was so important that you had to talk about your edits when you asked me a question and then ignored me?
I'm sorry, Alonzo.
It's okay.
You're just so boring, Alonzo. That's why we always have to interrupt you.
Yeah, I know.
Alonzo, he's a good guy, but he's boring.
Oh my god, he's so boring. I feel like I'm totally bugging.
Are we on to the Wily levels now?
No, not yet. I gotta go grab an armor piece.
What do you have to do first?
I gotta grab an armor piece real quick.
Wily levels! Wily is in the game, thanks.
Sometimes one of my jokes hits Mikey just right.
You know, Wily is in the X games, right, Mikey?
Well, he's in a cutscene in this game, but he...
No. The what's his face? The one of the bosses, I think from X2, I think, or X3.
Well,
I can't remember which
there
one.
was like surges or whatever, but there's also
yeah.
Apparently X6.
Apparently, Wily's ghost roams around in the X series because he's in also X6 as the one Doctor Dude.
Dr. Dude. There you said it again.
Dr. Dude. That's wonderful.
Well, because they're in X6, there's two main
dudes.
There's Izok is his name.
Yeah.
Who then some drops dead during the game for no reason, which is never explained.
Yeah, apparently it's like supposed to be like Wily's soul transfer. Like, okay, my job is done. Zero, you are strong. I'm out.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like Wily's evil that does not die.
One of the reasons X6 is so bad, Ethan, is that it was made like immediately after X5. X5 was supposed to be the last one. Like Inafune was like, "This is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna go off and make Mega Man Zero now." But then Capcom's like, "Yeah, let's make an X6 anyway." And then they rushed it out the door and didn't like. Even by Mega Man standards, the translation is terrible. Like,
was Inafune involved?
I don't think Inafune was involved. No.
Thank goodness. Wait, whoops, wrong way.
There you go. Equipped with this new body module.
Strike.
The funny thing is that people are always asking me to do Dr. Wawi impressions for their various projects.
They asked you to?
Yeah. Were you doing like a Futurama bit? Is that why you pronounced it axe?
What?
Instead of saying ask, you said axe. That's like a joke in Futurama, is that in the intervening 1,000 years, the pronunciation changed.
God, Mikey, your brain is just a...
I feel like that's a racist joke, actually.
Is it?
No, they're just making fun of New York accents.
I don't think it's... I'll talk about this off camera.
Regardless, what was the actual question you were asking me?
How are you feeling?
Do you think I remember?
We were going to talk more about the game.
Okay.
Oh, no, I said was Inafune evolved, and then what did I say after that? You said maybe no, but... Oh, no, they asked you to do Dr. Wowie impressions.
Yes, they asked me to do Dr. Light impressions. And it'll always be like, here, read this in Dr. Light's voice. And I'm like, do you want Mega Man, 11 Dr. Light? Or do you want Mega Man 8 Dr. Light? And they're always like, oh, yeah, 8.
8 is funny.
This spot right here looks like the opening level in X3.
Yeah, it
the
does
windows.
kind of. It's just the level design in this game is so bland.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's kind of a lot of hallways, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like... I mean, this
At
is...
least it has the Mega Ball.
Like, I remember, the castle in X2 having, lots of really creative platforming sequences where you have to, they're moving pillars and you have to use them to get around spikes and stuff. Because the problem is that X can dash and he can wall jump. So that means that, when you play, the classic games, you don't have those advanced mechanics. So, Mega Man is more limited in terms of what he can do, but that also means that, the more basic platforming stuff actually has tension to it. Because if you miss a jump, you die. Whereas in this game, if you miss a jump, you just jump up the wall and you're fine. So, that means that in order to make platforming sequences actually have tension, you have to put spikes or some other kind of damaging hazard on them. But then in this game, they just don't do that for most of the game. Most of the game, you just walk through hallways and jump over basic platforms. That train level is just, a ongoing hallway with, the most basic enemies you can possibly imagine. Just, that's always been my problem with this game, is, everybody always says it's the best one, but then I play it and I'm just the level design is generic. What this game really reminds me of is Mega Man 5. Because,
Oh, is this Proto Man? Is this Proto Man again?
No, this is Colonel.
Proto Man?
Sure,
Proto Man is
Man.
0.
Like in Mega Man 3, we have to fight him 4 times.
Yeah.
What was it about Mega Man 5?
Mega Man 5, I know you really like that game, Ethan, and I'd still say that Mega Man 5 is a good game. And like this game, it looks nice, it has a decent soundtrack. It has an okay plot setup, but then when you're actually playing it, most of the level design is so bland. And then it's...
Yeah, describe how it's bland, because, I like the game for its graphics and sound and feel, but I always find myself getting a little bit bored, and I don't understand why.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly...
can I not, like one of my previously favorite games?
Because it's that there's nothing explicitly wrong with the design of that game that you can, readily put your finger on and say, oh, that's the problem.
But what makes Mega Man 2 good and Mega Man 5 boring?
Mega Man 2 has tension.
Yeah. Describe the tension again.
Tension is one of the... Okay, so engagement comes in 2 flavors, positive and negative. Positive is excitement, and negative is tension. And tension is just the feeling of something is resisting against you, getting something happy and rewarding. And it makes, when you do actually get the excitement, a boss exploding, for example, more satisfying. So it's actually... And that's why difficulty curve is important, because as the player is playing, they're gaining more skills, they're getting better at the game. So you need to apply more tension for it to have the same effect. And the problem with Mega Man 5 is, number one, it's the 5th game. So if you've been playing the games back to back, and you get to 5, you're already pretty experienced with them, and the game is just, in general, is just pretty easy. The bosses are too easy to deal with, even without their weakness. Most of the level design is basic platforming. There's nothing like the disappearing block sections from Mega Man 3 or Mega Man 2 or whatever. It's mostly you just walk through hallways and shoot things. And you don't even have to vary up your wedding.
Mega Man 5, the levels are longer than any other one.
Yeah.
Of the 6 originals. They're too long.
And that's what this game feels like to me. So, by the way, this guy
would it help if they added a second snowboarding section?
Well, they didn't have to do that. But it would be nice if they had, some more creative platforming in it. Because, the game is so focused on combat. But the problem is that the combat is bland. You just charge your buster and shoot things, and they die.
Mega Man 6 is a little bit better because they have the jet attachments.
Yeah.
And they have that reverse ocean thing in Centaur Man stage.
See, did you hear Mega Man's voice just now?
Yeah, now I hear it. It's definitely the same voice actress, and that name was very similar. That voice is very similar.
But yeah, Double was a bad guy the whole time.
You're telling me Double was a double agent?
Yeah. But Double is like a character who barely had any presence up until now. All he does is stand.
Who does X's voice in X5?
He sounds like...
So they changed it to an old man's voice?
No, they got like a young dude. I don't know.
Oh yeah, but I meant that's the joke. But it's not a young girl's voice anymore.
No, thank God.
I don't.
He finally sounds like the American Mega Man series.
Yeah.
Now I've got your power.
Oh God, that version of Mega Man is so hot. I couldn't even tell you why.
It's because of his massive boner.
Well, he has like biceps and he has a sexy voice and he has great hair.
Does he have great hair? I only know.
No, I said great hair.
Yeah, I know that. I know he said great hair. I guess I haven't seen that version of Mega Man without his helmet on, is what I was saying. Look at that dithering.
But it's funny, like when he originally gets created, Dr. Light's like, this is Roll, she's your sister. And he's like, she's pretty. Oh, you beat him really fast.
Yeah.
Is that the final boss? That's it?
Nope. I'm getting close to it.
Ethan edited in that crappy explosion over him just there.
And then edited in the thunderstorm sound. By the way, why was Repliforce building a Death Star?
For peace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as every country does when they build nuclear weapons, you know, to create peace.
Nuclear weapons.
Oh God.
So it's like the peacekeeping robot in Mega Man 3. It's like, oh, this is the peacekeeping robot, a giant machine of death. What the fuck?
I had a feeling that it wasn't.
It was 1 pixel too close.
When I did that, I'm like, should I? Nah, no, I'm good.
He climbed automatically. Why did he do that?
Did you see that?
I didn't fucking want him to climb.
Or it was like that part in Mega Man 5 where I jump on Roll, or I jump on Rush,
yeah,
and I fall right through him and die. I like that pre-rendered background.
Yeah.
Even though it's shitty, it's really neat looking.
It's got like 2 frames of animation. And then Ethan's gonna count the number of frames in post and put up a wrong moment.
I don't have the assets for the wrong.
I gave them to you.
All of them? I thought you just gave me the stills.
Yeah, you gotta make your own.
Bump, 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 bump. We're gonna have to make my own.
I mean, I can pre-render mine for you, I guess.
Yeah, I'd probably just You know what? I'll figure it out later.
Oh yeah, this
Here
one.
he
This
comes.
boss fight
I'm
sucks.
not
as
gonna
zero.
edit in very much wrong moments because I don't have the time for that shit.
I like how he just appeared.
Go back and disprove you.
Like how he just appeared on the right.